Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to share my screen and to go through the first PowerPoint slide set that shows you what SurveyMonkey looks like. The link to SurveyMonkey Apply is here. I've also pasted it to the chat for you. If you work at UT Health Science Center San Antonio, you can just use the login function. It takes your current username and password, so you guys already have access. If you are not at UT Health San Antonio, you will need to register your account with this link right here, okay? And after this instruction, I will also post this PowerPoint slide set to the meeting invite and into the chat, okay? So any non-UTESCA users, use the green register button, set up your account, and then you will be able to log in. Again, UTESCA users, you can use your current username and password, and the system will automatically assign you a role, and your role will be applicant. And your page, when you log in, may look a little different from this one, but I screenshot all the different pages that you may or may not see. So if it asks you what role you want to have, please select applicant. In case those of you who work at UTESCA and already use SurveyMonkey Apply, you may have other roles to use. Otherwise, you may be directed to the All Applications page, or you'll be directed straight to your application automatically. It just depends how things are set up for your username and password in SurveyMonkey Apply. If you end up on a page like this, after you log in, you can search for the program in the search function. It's called 2024 TRC4 Grant Program, and it will come up, and it'll look like this. And then you can click on the TRC4 grant program, and it'll let you into your application. If you want to skip the search function, you can go up top to My Applications, click on that, and it'll take you directly to your applications that you have in SurveyMonkey Apply. And it'll look like this. This is the one you're looking for. This particular screenshot is my test application, but your application will look like this. It'll have its own TRC4 2024 dash a set of numbers, okay? All you have to do then is click View, and it will take you to your progress report, and that will open to you on October 1st. It's actually open today because I'm going to fill one out with you while we're training. So this View button gets you directly into your progress report for your application. Do I have any questions about that so far? Thumbs up, good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen to SurveyMonkey Apply. And when you click on View, this is the page that you're going to get. And there's a couple of things that you can do in here. One, you'll see that your progress report is here. Two, you'll see that a previous task has been completed. And this is from our data import from when all of our PIs who have 2024 awards submitted their application through the other system. All of that information, basic information, has been moved over and data imported into SurveyMonkey Apply, so that task has been done. So the most important parts of your application already exist here in SurveyMonkey Apply. So the next step is to do your progress report. The nice thing is that you can view this information in your application and see what all we have in here. It's not a lot of information. This is the test application, so the abstract and things are missing. But we have that here for you. Here's your progress report. You'll see there's no green checkbox. It's not half filled. This is your next task. When it opens on October 1st, you will be able to go in and fill it out. Technically, it's open right now, but I don't want you guys to fill it out today or this week. So click on the progress report and you can start filling it out. I have piped in a lot of the data from your application, so you don't have to fill out a lot of things all by yourself all the time. In particular, your personal information, I have it piped so that way it fills it in automatically from your application. So you don't have to keep writing your name and everything over and over and over again. What you do have to do is click the radio button right here. You won't actually be able to submit this unless you click this button, and it'll be on every progress report that you fill out. All of your personal information, the main PI itself will be already filled in. What won't be filled in is your phone number, because we did not ask for that in your first application. So if your phone number is blank, which all of yours will be, please fill that in for me. That would be lovely. Please put in your project title. Most of you who have applications are in one of these 5 fields. Most of you in one of these 4 fields. When you get your progress report up at the top, it'll have a submission ID, and it'll let you know which one of these that you are. If you're early career mentored or research awardee, you will select this radio button. If you're a clinical research award, you'll select that button. It will give you that hint in your submission ID on your application, okay? So click the right radio button, and then your next option will be to enter the start date of when this particular project got institutional approval at your institution. And then what was the amount of your initial award for your project. That may or may not be automatically posted to your progress report, but it'll be in the next ones going forward. So your award letter will give you that information, or if you need it from your support staff or from us here at TRC4, we are happy to provide that for you if you just can't find it. Our first text box is a really important one. We want to hear from you regarding your significant findings in this reporting period, plans for the next reporting period. So this is about a 6-month time frame from the time the awards have been sent out. We understand that your project may not have started exactly on April 2nd because you got an April 1st award letter. So from the time your award started, through October 1st or September 30th and into the next reporting period, describe for us what your progress has been, highlights regarding your project, and what do you have planned remaining for the term of the grant, including plans developing any new scientific directions and or taking advantage of new research opportunities. So you have quite a bit of writing to do here. It doesn't have to be super long or anything, but give us a good idea of how this project is going and what you plan to keep doing with it. And next thing, radio buttons. Do you anticipate any problems? Will you be meeting your budget goals and timelines? For those of you who have any graphs or data or reports or anything else that you would like to upload, you can upload that as a PDF. It is optional, but it is there for you if you would like to upload supplemental information, data, graphs, and things like that. That's the easy part of the progress report. The extra stuff comes when you select one of these boxes, and you can select as many as you need. So if you have any presentations, publications, manuscripts, or grants as a result of this award, you will give us information. So the progress report can get lengthy if you answer, yes, I have presentations. Well, how many do you have? You will have to fill in information for however many presentations you have done. If you have publications, you're going to have the same question. Well, how many publications are you working on? Are they in progress? Are they in preparation? Same with the manuscripts, grant submissions, and intellectual property. How many copyrights and patents are you working on intellectual property? If you haven't done any of those things, then you will select nothing to report this period, and it will you will get asked this again at your next progress report. So let's just say, we're going to make this a little simple today. Just say we have one presentation and I don't have any other publications or manuscripts, grants, or intellectual property to work on. So I'm just going to hit next, and it's going to open my presentation box for me. And so it's going to want you to fill in what meeting were you at, what organization do you work with, what is the title of your presentation, where did you present it? Okay, if it's in the United States, it's way at the bottom. And if it's in the US, then where were you at? What state were you in? And when did you give that presentation? Okay. So depending on however many presentations, the number matters. You will fill this out for each and every presentation. It'll be the same set of information and data for the manuscripts and the like, okay, based on those selections that you made with the boxes. Does that make sense? Any questions so far? Everybody good? Okay. So then we're going to hit next. And it's going to want to ask you, this one's asking me the number of grant submissions that you've submitted based on this projects. I put in a little descriptive. Please enter one whole number, like 1 or 4 or 15. If you do numbers that have dashes, like, well, I've got 3 to 4 awards, you know, it doesn't accept it. So, and if you have none, just enter 0, and we can move on to the next one. And you'll see there's a progress bar. So you see I'm already about 58% complete with this progress report at this time. So we get through all of that. My last question is, have you been promoted since receiving this award? It's a yes or no drop-down box. If it says yes, if you've got a promotion, we're going to want to know your new title, what year, what month, and do you have tenure? If you answer no, that'll be the end of that question. You can save and continue to edit your progress report, or you can just mark it as complete. If you have everything that you need and everything's good to go, once you mark it as complete, you can then submit it. You can come back in and re-edit your progress report, but only certain things will be able for you to be re-edited. You cannot go back and edit every single thing. So please think about this carefully whenever you finish your progress report, okay? Once you mark it as complete, you'll see it's been submitted. 1 of 1 tasks is complete. This is my entire progress report. And you can do lots of things. You can download it, or you can go back and edit it, okay, at this point. You go back to your application, you'll see that your task has now been completed. You got a nice green check mark. You have met your deadline well before October 31st, and your next progress report will be posted here for you. You just won't be able to open it until the time frame it will open for you, which will be March for month 12. Those of you who have support staff, grants management staff, and the like, who want to have access to your application, you will go in and add them as collaborators. This way they can join in your application and help either upload things or fill in things for you, or do your report for you going forward. But you will, as PIs, have to go in and add them yourself. Okay, and it's super easy. Like if I wanted to add Dr. Bynum, I could fill in his email address right here, and he would get an invite to this application, and he would log into SurveyMonkey, because I will give him view and edit access, send him a message, send an invite. You can send it to multiple people. You just need to separate those email addresses by commas. And then you can have collaborators and support staff added to your SurveyMonkey apply reports. They can download these applications and the reports for any government relations or ERA Commons things that they need. And everyone can have access that you need to have access to it. But it is a PI function, okay? All right, I know that was really fast. Questions?
Christina, this is Jim Bynum. If I may, before some of the group asks some questions. First off, great job. That was really concise and short. Appreciate that. For the rest of the group, hopefully you've seen that we've done our best to keep this as simple as possible while still being able to collect some very valuable metrics and data to show the funders, the state and the university system, good return on investment for these awards and all future awards. And I just want to express my extreme gratitude for all of you for spending your evening here doing this, and really thankful and hopeful to see your progress. And we got a couple key dates that Christina will present, I think, as well. But we really hope to see all of you in attendance to our upcoming symposium to present your work, and Christina's got a few dates on that as well.
Yes, and before we move into that, I do want to show you guys how to download your application and report from SurveyMonkey. So if you go back to your application page, and you have these check boxes and things are done, you can do one of two things. You can hit this preview button, or you can select download from this three dot system, and you can download this entire thing. Okay, and so that's really important for your support people or your grant management people to be able to preview the full. It comes back as a PDF, and so this is all downloadable to your computer. And then you just hit download, and it'll take it a minute. It's going to prepare. You can then download it, and then it will open up for you. Opens up as a PDF. You can save it, send it, email it to support staff or your grants management people as needed. Or from this video and this recording, they will be able to download it themselves and keep access to it.
Hey, Christina, we've got a couple hands raised. I'm not sure if you can see it since you're sharing your screen, but Dr. Hesh, Jenny Hesh, you've got a question?
Yes. Hi. Hi, everybody. So I don't know if my institution, I'm actually from UT San Antonio, and I remember that my institution, from the time that we received the letter saying that we were getting the award to the time that our post awards kind of set up the award and made the funds available to us, there was kind of quite a bit of a delay, and that's probably more like on my end. This is a constant challenge that my institution is facing. So I remember from that time point, it wasn't like so I don't feel like we've had the full 6 months. If anything, maybe we've had about 3 months where the funds have been available to us. And then the other thing is we propose, significant like animal work, and therefore we had I think a couple of months that we had to wait for IACUC approval. And so now we're definitely, starting the experiment. So I think for a 6-month report, do you think it's sufficient to of course mention the update, but should we also mention some of these things about some of the challenges? Is that something that system would like to know about, or should we not mention that?
No, I think we want to know that information. We're gauging the 6-month time frame from the time of the award, those award letters. We understand several institutions, and you're not going to be alone. IACUC approval does take some time if you're doing animal work. So, it's the time frame from, that you have your institutional approval. When you can actually do the work, we understand it's probably going to be less than 6 months for many of you guys. So please, absolutely let us know, hey, our IACUC approval didn't come through until August 1st, even though we got our award letter April 1st. We understand it takes that long. Please let us know, those challenges and things that you do have, and say, hey, this is why we're just getting started. Coincidentally, I will let you know that our OSP gives us the expense report, so I see when institutions haven't spent any money yet, and I know they're waiting on approvals, things like that. So the nice thing is that everyone so far has actually spent some money. So that tells me, without knowing these dates, that, institutional approval has been granted to everybody. But please do let us know what these challenges are when you're writing up, your significant findings for this first one. And we understand that you may not have a lot of information that covers a whole 6-month swath of time. We have to time it based on when we have the award letter sent out.
Okay, thank you.
Musa, you had a question? Sorry, Musa, I think you're muted if you're speaking.
Okay, yeah. This is a simple question. Tomorrow's session is the same, or it is repeated of this? Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
all right, thank you.
It'll be just like this one, yes.
All right, okay, thank you.
So I really do hope that this is fairly simple to get, access to and get into. It's been very easy for the few people who've been able to test it for me and make sure everything is working. If you have any trouble accessing your application, or the report isn't showing up for you, It is open right now, but I will be closing it after tomorrow's training session because I do have to fill out a report again tomorrow, but I am going to close it until October 1st. And again, you guys have the whole month of October to complete that progress report. Okay, so hopefully if you run into any issues, please, check your application, and that progress report as close to early October as possible. So if there's any troubleshooting that I do have to do and help you with, I can do that. Okay. And since you guys are all here, you will be the first to know that if you don't already, of course, our symposium, it will be in Austin. It will be February 10th and 11th of 2025. Save the date, email blasts, and social media posts have already come out for that. For the symposium, we are collecting abstracts for presentations and posters, and that will open on October 7th. We hope. So subject to change, but we will be sending out e-blast information, emails, and social media posts regarding that date. We will be using an app called Hoover. If those of you who were in San Antonio and went to the AIM conference, they use that app to manage the conference there. And we're going to follow the same suit with this particular symposium. So you will be able to upload all of your abstracts and for consideration into Hoover, and it'll be in one place for you. Registration for the symposium will open on November 1st. And so that will go onto our website. There will be a link. You'll get an email blast, social media post, all that stuff. So that date will be November 1st. And last but not least, the next request for applications for TRC4 2025. We are going to do an LOI submission this year, and it will open January 1st of 2025 for the 2025 grant cycle. So we're actually going to be able to get started with this round a lot sooner than we were able to for 2024. So please be on the lookout for those dates. They will be submitted through e-blast email, social media posts. They'll be posted to our TRC4 website, etc. All right, I think I got to everything.
And if I may just add one comment to, yeah, Christina, great job with all the dates. You can use your TRC4 award funds to travel to the to our symposium and other symposiums as well. But please feel free to use those funds to support your award and your fellow colleagues at that meeting if possible. Thanks.
Okay, well, we are a little ahead of time before our 6:30 end time. So if nobody has any other questions and you feel good about this, I'm just going to pop the PowerPoint slide set into the chat for you. The link is already there, and I will attach it to this meeting as well. So last chance for questions.
I don't see anything in the chat. Maybe it's just you said you had sent the other piece in there.
Yes, I sent the link already, so you don't see that in the chat.
Just the link is there, not the.
It's just the link to SurveyMonkey.
I don't see it.
See it later.
Does anyone else see it?
I see it on my end. Let me try to repost it.
It was sent at 5:54 p.m. So a little bit
Now I
before
got it. Yep,
meeting.
I got it from there. We go.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you got it now.
And this
All right,
link in the PowerPoint will go back into the original invite, so it'll be in everybody's calendars, right, Christina? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I will post that just shortly after this meeting ends. It'll be back in the invite. So it'll be in your calendar, and it will be in this chat as well. Okay.
And then yeah, the PowerPoint. I guess if that, you said you're gonna put that in the chat right now too.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thank you.
All righty, 4 minutes ahead of schedule. Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Christina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Good job, Christina.
Thank you.